Greetings and welcome to a little short video where there's a couple of things I want to try out. The first is that I'm using a new camera because the old camera was beginning to play up and was beginning to have focusing issues and a few sound quality issues, which made editing quite a challenge. Although, as I look at it now, it does still work. It doesn't work reliably when I put it up on a tripod. So that's going to be relegated to B-roll. Little Panasonic, quite a nice thing, but quite old. So it's a slightly newer one up on the tripod now. The second thing is I want to return to my New Year resolution, which was to explore operating systems on old PCs like this. And to do that, I had converted the VGA signal to something I could put into my Macintosh using a piece of vintage hardware. This Pinnacle video capture for Mac, that's what that is. And it's quite a nice little device. But this I felt was the weak point because as I loaded up DOS, what was happening is it couldn't detect the edges of the picture and I felt it was cropping in a bit too much. So a minor upgrade, I've got another very similar device and I want to see how this performs. So that is plugged in over here. I will give you a little tour of the setup with my camera on a stick in just a moment, and I will switch the computer on and we'll see how this performs. It'll be rather interesting to see, so let's do that. So before I power up, this is the new arrangement. There is the box in which this device came in. So from a VGA splitter, which I was using before, a nice piece of original hardware, I have the output to the monitor and the output to this device, which is then converts to SCART, which is interesting. Then this is the same cable. The other end of my SCART lead is the same RCA plugs into the same Dazzle, or rather Pinnacle video capture for Mac, whichever name you prefer to use. Then that USB cable is running round the back, across the back of my machine, into the software on my MacBook. And hopefully this will give me a video image that is a bit better quality and not so cropped. Let's see how it goes. So I'll move the camera so you can see the laptop and the computer. Around this side are all the gadgets with the wires, but nothing to see there really. I will set this video capture recording. I don't know if there's any audio on this yet, but we will start recording. Then I will power up. This should boot into Windows 3.1 or DOS and then Windows 3.1. And we'll see how that works on our recording device. So I've got DOS on the screen, but will this catch up? Yes, it does. Testing high memory. I can see there's more of the left-hand edge showing, so the text isn't cropped anymore. You won't see this until I bring up a little square of that video capture. Now I have the C prompt. If I type Win for Windows, there's a little lag on this thing, as you can see. There we go, Windows looking a bit squashed. I don't know if that's normal. There's our desktop. It might be possible, and I need to look into this, with a remote control to be able to control the parameters on this device, on this thing here, as it did come with a remote control in the box. However, I think on this tiny little screen that's going to be a little bit difficult, so I'm going to have to switch off, reconfigure and see how I can do that. We'll come back in a moment. So we will persevere. What I've done is I've gone to get one of these. This is a little monitor that really comes from an in-car CD player, but the monitor itself happens to be one of those with RCA inputs. So if for now that is not recording, I just unplug my RCA jacks from the Pinnacle device, if that's visible on camera there, and bring that round and plug it in there. Probably only need the video for now. Switch it on. I can see the screen, and I have to say on this device it looks quite good, so I may have to go here and see what the issue was. Now that is my video capture. So if we zoom in a bit, we can see it's looking a bit squashed on there, where it doesn't look squashed on here. So somehow I've got to work out how to change this. Now, as I'm viewing it on here at the moment, there we are. So my little remote control is called up in menu, horizontal size. That may be adjustable. Now I think we might be in luck. I've made some alterations using the little remote control with the new SCART converter. It seems to be filling the screen, so we will start that. Have another little game of Minesweeper. See if we get any further with it. It's going to have a lot around there. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. It can't be that one. How brave am I? Well, that wasn't bad. Hey, we're getting somewhere with this. No, I lost. Anyway, we will stop recording as soon as that's caught up. Give it a couple of seconds more. It looks like it's found my bomb in Minesweeper. There we are, stopped. Do that, quit. Now if I go over here, hopefully, oh, here we go. Try this, full screen. That's not looking too bad. Allow that to play. It is a little bit fuzzy, but there's enough there. I come back into the picture. There we are. That's not the best video capture you're ever going to see, but this little device does come with a remote control to make all those adjustments to fill the screen correctly. The resolution is poor, but it's not terrible. It's actually better than this was, so I'm quite pleased about that. At least it's a step in the right direction. So with that ready, I can now think about having a go at some operating systems on these old computers, which would be good fun. So let's do that next. Bye for now.